today, beautiful day to be outside. Maybe not space weather, but it's a different kind of meteorology up there. Monroe Speedway, Uptown, of course, Dallas, all looking phenomenal outside. Lots of sunshine with a few clouds mixing in here and there. Honestly, it really hasn't been too bad of a spring, so I'd probably want to stay here because the weather has been phenomenal. Other than the dry conditions allowing for wildfires, the last few weeks haven't been too crazy. Today's temperatures reaching the upper 60s, close to 70 as expected. So we were about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than we were 24 hours ago. But yesterday and today, still technically lower than normal for this time of year. That average high sits right around 73. And actually, we're going to be kind of split upon the week. There will be about equal days that will be at or lower than normal and equal days that will be above that. 73, again, the forecast, the average high that is, but the forecast Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're at or below that. But tomorrow and again Friday and heading into Easter weekend, we're well above that. Well, why is there such a substantial change? Well, big warm up tomorrow ahead of a cold front, and then we do see a brief cool down before more warm air by the weekend. Again, this is pretty typical to see these big ranges, of course, in March and April, because these are the months that we have our most severe weather, our most cold fronts, and our windiest time of the year too. Not quite at record values for tomorrow, but we'll be within about 5 degrees or so. So here's that approaching cold front. As it moves through, I do think we'll see a very brief shower potential on Tuesday, especially in the morning, with a few more clouds mixing in as well. So I'm going to keep a 20% chance of rain in for Tuesday. So you'll see that on the Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. But what you can't see really adjusted on the forecast, and really what you won't see on your weather app either, is how windy and breezy the next 2 days are going to be. I used to do the trash can forecast all the time. I don't know why I got away from it, but I one time was at an event and had someone come up and say, "Are you the girl who always does the trash can forecast?" So I'm bringing it back both Monday and Tuesday. I don't think it'll be quite enough to throw the trash can all the way down the street, but could be tipped over nearby. We're talking gust potential 25 to 30 miles per hour. And when it's 2 days back to back, this can also start to increase other things. We'll get to that in just a second. Here's a quick look at the afternoon wind gusts tomorrow. You can see right around about 29 to 30 miles per hour in Charlotte, getting even higher by Tuesday. I think a few spots could even touch 30 to 35. Not quite tropical storm force, but that will actually be the case in Boone and up toward Jefferson. 39 to 40 miles an hour, certainly a possibility there on Tuesday. Once that frontal boundary pushes further south, we will see slightly lower wind gusts heading into Wednesday and Thursday. But I think this will be a change that many folks will notice. And again, if you have outdoor, items on your furniture, things outside you don't want to blow away. Hey, even kids' toys. I know my sister has that with my niece and nephew. So just be mindful of that heading out the door the next few days. I think the bigger impact, though, and this is the one I mentioned earlier right before main weather, is the pollen. Because of the warm conditions and the winds picking back up and unfortunately no significant rain over the next few days, the sniffles, the sneezes, they're coming back in full force. I'm expecting extreme values Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And sadly, folks, I think this will continue for really most of the 7 to 10 day forecast. So breezy tomorrow, temperatures in the mid 80s as the front moves through on Tuesday. We're windy with gusts about 30 to 35 possible, but warming back up heading into the weekend, which of course is Easter weekend. Gorgeous weather, but very warm for Saturday. And again on Sunday if you're heading to church. And then we will see the 80s pretty much continue all the way through the end of the 10-day forecast. But eventually that will also bring back in an opportunity for rain and even some thunderstorms, since those highs will be back in the 80s.